He's mad at me. I cut his nails and he is not happy. I've not read anything today. I need to, but I really don't want to. But I need to. I better go get it since I'm just, you know, sitting here. I finished Among the Barrens by Margaret Peterson Haddix, and I gave it 4 stars. I feel like these books are way too short. There are some spots that could have more stuff going on in them. I feel like I get cheated, but it's still so good. And I think it's a great book for young readers, especially young readers trying to get into more in-depth reading. It's about family and friends, who you can trust, who you can't trust, and a very bad government. So it's really good, and I love it. And now I really can't wait to get into the next book. There are only 182 pages in this one, and it was great. You know, now I need to figure out how many pages I read total this week. Something I need to do. I also need to watch the challenge video and get that up and see what I need to do. I think it said like book recommendations, so I will need to figure out what I'm going to recommend. With it being Sunday, it is the day I work on my journal, and I got this from Victoria Thatcher. Very cute. So that's going to be this week. It is now time to sit and watch day 7 challenge. It is book rec heaven, I think. So let's get into this.
Hello everybody and welcome to day 7 of the reading rush.
You made it.
We're proud of you. Today's challenge is going to be a lot more laid back, a lot more relaxed. What is our challenge for today?
We just want you to tell us a story about the best book recommendation you've ever received.
Yeah, that's it.
Tell us all about it.
It's going to be super interesting. I'm so excited to hear your stories about a book that someone gave to you and turned out to like impact you or became a favorite, or I don't know, maybe there's going to be a wild story.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know what we could get.
Today's winners are going to be picked randomly.
Alright, so that was it. You just got to... I don't have to recommend a book. I have to suggest a book that was recommended to me and somehow impacted my life a certain way. I don't know. So because I have finished my book and I have yet to do the video challenge, I thought I'd work in my journal and get my pictures glued in. I didn't even fill out anything for June. Like, here's our camping trip for July, and then there's nothing. While I have been working on my journals, I decided to update these. I have not updated this page for those. I have updated this. Now I'm at 42 books, but according to Goodreads, I'm at 44, so I have no idea what's going on there. It may be from where, like, I've read Air of Fire twice, and it's probably counting my rereads. I'm not sure what's going on. And then I've highlighted Since You've Been Gone, Among the Barrens, Graceling, The Year of Secret Assignments. I've read all those. And that's it that I have updated. It's nice to get those checked off, but all these books, I need to read all these. Those are all on my TBR shelf. I did get rid of some recently, so I need to go through this and cross out what I've gotten rid of. Alright, I have a stack of books here because I couldn't just talk about one. These weren't necessarily recommended to me. I kind of stumbled upon them, or they were given to me, and it's just I've had these for quite a while. I guess I'll go ahead and start with this top one here, and that is Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. This is the book that if I could have one book to take with me anywhere, like the end of the world type of thing, this is probably it. This book paved the way for my love for circus-related books. I read The Night Circus sometime later after this, and then it got me into Carval, and so this started my love for circus books. Here I have A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I have another book called The Fairy Guardian. I don't have the physical copy, but I did read it when it was up on Wattpad, and that actually started going into this. The Fairy Guardian got me into wanting to read more fae books, and in doing that I found this. And in finding this, I just opened up a whole huge world of fantasy and fae and all the amazing things of fairies and that type of world of magic, of different, you know, courts and craziness. But it just, I love finding these types of books and how I go from one book to the next, and reasons are because of first books from before. The next book I have here is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. This book paved the way for me wanting to read retellings. After reading this one, I devoured so many by so many different authors, and like that's all I wanted to read was retellings at that time, and I just couldn't get enough of them. And then it took me a couple years to get all the books and finally read all the series, and I'm so glad I did. It was absolutely amazing, which I do recommend that, and I think I was recommended this. I can't remember by who. It's probably a BookTube or Bookstagram type thing, but this just paved the way into so many retellings that I do not regret it. The next book I have here is Witch and Wizard by James Patterson. I had just given birth to my oldest son, probably a year or so after, and I was getting back into reading, and this is one of the first books that I had picked up. And I'm so glad I did, because this really got me back into the magic world, the witches and wizards, and then I wanted to read Harry Potter again, which it took me a long time to even pick that back up. But this story is so fascinating, and what these two had to go through, and to find their parents, to find more about them and what's going on in their world, and them trying to change it and trying to help all the others. And the last book here is another book that I would take with me if it was type of the end of the world type thing. And that is The Poison Throne by Celine Kiernan. Now this book really was the kickstart back into my reading. I read off and on through school and everything, but it was not as extent as it was getting into this. I dedicate my love for reading because I got back into this book. I think this is a great for beginning readers, and it's pretty easy to read. The writing is a little bit different, so that takes a while to get used to. But I reread it recently, and it's so different from what's out right now. And it does take you a while to get used to, and reading other books and then going into this, it is kind of different, and it takes a while to get used to, but this is just what got me back into reading. And I am thankful for this book. I love this book. I'll probably have it forever. But yeah, those are all the books that kind of got me into certain different genres. They impacted my life in different ways, and I am thankful for all these books. And each book holds a different meaning, and I'm glad to have each and every one of them. Hey, guess what? I read all the books I was planning on reading this week. I'm so proud of myself. Oh my goodness. Wait, I didn't read The Valiant, but I read Among the Barons, and that was going for the same challenge. So I still read all the books that I was planning on reading. Let me know how you did down in the comments. I figured I would be nice and show you what else I have been doing this week. My husband updated our computer, which means I had to start a new game. Uh-oh, I lost electricity there. But I started a new city, and here's what I have so far. Where's my favorite part? Oh, over here. Oh no. Over here is my favorite part, right there, because I've got a really cool castle. Look at that. It's out of fairy tale. And day 7 has come to an end. I can't believe it. I made it a whole week. I only missed one challenge. I did all the rest. I wish I would have done Instagram pictures. I should have done Instagram pictures. Maybe next year. Now that I know I can vlog every day, edit, get it up at midnight, I think I can do next year and try both videos and pictures. So that is my goal for next year. Hold me to it, you guys. Please remember. Also, I completed all the books. That was fantastic. Watch for a future video of me doing the Reading Rush stats, my page counts, my ratings, everything I read. So keep an eye out for that. That will hopefully be coming out very soon. I am going to go. I hope you all had a fantastic Reading Rush week. I know I did, and I'm so glad I participated. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will chat with you in the next one. Bye!